thanks.
Disney's first 3D musical.
True.
How much thought went into before you even got to the first animation? How much did you talk about the style of it? Because it had a very unique. It didn't look like a 3D movie. It definitely looked like a Disney film.
Oh, good.
Right.
How much of the style and research did you have to go through to make sure it was identifiable?
I think that's one of our biggest challenges is when you say you're going to bring this classic story to life and it's going to be made by the Walt Disney Animation Studios, there's an expectation about what the audience wants to see. At the same time, you can't just deliver exactly what they want, or they'll say, "Oh yeah, I've seen this before." So you have to balance that out. You have to do something that relates to the Disney legacy. At the same time, do something that's really fresh, unique, something that audiences won't see coming.
And is it difficult to update a fairy tale?
Yes.
To make it relevant for modern audiences, particularly in the way you updated her and made her a girls today could relate.
It is. It's very difficult to update these kind of stories and these kind of characters. You know, the character in the original fairy tale was very passive. She's a very passive young woman just waiting for a guy to rescue her, and we knew we didn't want to have a heroine like that for the 21st century. You know, these characters are role models, and we really wanted to send a good message about girl power in this movie. There's a lot of girl power in this movie. She's a very smart young woman. She's artistic. She's very quirky. But, you know, at the end of it, we always told our animators to go for what's real. You know, like, animate her like she's someone you know. You know, animate her like she's your sister, your sweetheart, the girl next door, someone who really you can relate to, and not just some noble princess who's walking around completely detached from the rest of reality.
Was Rapunzel chosen by Disney, or did you guys get to pick who you wanted to, which fairy tale you wanted to update?
You know, John Lasseter, you might have heard of that guy. He came to. He's an up and comer. No, I shouldn't even say that. He's the greatest guy in the world.
Okay.
But yeah, he came to us and he said he was really interested in bringing the classic story of Rapunzel up on the big screen. He asked us if we were interested. He handpicked us and said, "I think you guys are the guys for the job." Of course we said yes. It's a dream come true. It's awesome. When we figured out it's the 50th animated feature from the Walt Disney Animation Studios, that was even, more of an honor. And just being here is an honor. And we're two guys with no ego, and this is overwhelming.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Who are you looking forward to meeting?
Oh,
Who are you going to stalk tonight?
This is, I don't know, I saw Spielberg the other night at the Critics' Choice Awards. I don't know if Clooney's here. I like Clooney. I don't know if he's here this year. I don't know.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
I love that guy.
He kind of looks a little bit
It's not. He's much better looking.
Toy Story sequel, you guys are loath to kind of do sequels. I know you're very touchy about finding the right story. So
Right.
what is it about Toy Story that made you think it warranted another?
Well, we always wanted to make another Toy Story movie. We felt that there was more story to tell. We just weren't always sure exactly what that story was. And so we didn't make the movie for a long time. 11 years went by between Toy Story 2 and Toy Story 3. And in that time, a lot of us got older, or, we had kids, they grew up. And
I did not get older.
We lived more life. And as a result, we felt like we had some things to say in the movie about kids growing up and heading off into the world. And I think it's what helped make the film a much more poignant film than had we made it back right after Toy Story 2.
And I think in terms of sequels, it's like we're more loath to do it for the wrong reasons. But I love these characters, as do most everybody at Pixar. It started our whole company. It started this industry. And so I threw my hat in the ring 10 years ago and said, if there's ever Toy Story 3, I want to be a part of it, because I just love this world.
How hard is it to get the cast of characters, since they're so well known now, to get their voices and time and everything to collaborate on?
Well, they all wanted to come back. Tom Hanks, Tim Allen for years was knocking on our door saying, when are you making a Toy Story 3? So every last one of them, all the actors wanted to be a part of it, and all the new people that we asked to come on, like Michael Keaton and Ned Beatty, they really wanted to be a part of the movie. So it was just a big joy fest pretty much all around.
And you wanted to make everybody cry? Because the whole audience, men, women, tears.
Yeah. Well,
so we wanted to move people.
Yeah.
We wanted to have them be immersed in a story and lose themselves in an amazing adventure that had all different kinds of notes and tones to it.
I think the best movies are the ones that make us actually feel something,
That's
right? And that's all we didn't try to make. We didn't set out to make anybody cry, but we did want people to feel something, and hopefully we did that.
Yeah.
I feel like 3D animation has been around for so long, but it's funny that we're still talking about it like it's a new thing. Do you think there's less to prove? I mean, you guys have proven that a story can move you. It doesn't matter how you're telling it.
I don't think people are really talking about that much anymore. We rarely get questions about it. We always knew that was going to be the case. Eventually people were just going to be interested in the stories we had to tell. And that's really, I feel like we're kind of there now.
Yeah.
You know, people are so used to seeing CG films, and kids especially, it's all they know. They're growing up with that now, and it, you know, may as well have always been here for them.
That's right. Yeah.
And what's next for you guys?
We're going to be making another movie at Pixar once we get through all these fun awards things. Darla and I are going to work together and make another movie at Pixar.
And do you know what it's going to be about?
We're not talking about it yet.
Oh, I'm going to break it
unfortunately.
here.
Yeah?
Yay!
On
No.
TNT?
You heard it on TNT.
We tried.
We do.
Here's what
Yes.
we'd like to do next.
No, one of the awesome things about Pixar, which is very different than every other studio, is that we're a director-driven studio. Every movie we've made at the studio came into existence because a creator, typically the director, had an idea of a movie they wanted to make.
That's right.
We've never adapted any books, or everything's original, and that's how we want to keep on making our movies.
That's amazing. We'll keep doing it. We love to watch.
Yay,
Thank you.
Thank
Have
you.
a great evening.
Thank you so
Thanks.
much.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Good talking to you.